I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a, but didn't take us in. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll make it third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Being chased out left. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Colts, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolute phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, here is Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Colts pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. They'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll run with Etienne. Oh, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Kaepernick to throw again. The toss here completed to Pittman. Touchdown! Michael Pittman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. 5-3 their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. DeForest Buckner using that size to force his way in there and make the stop behind the line. And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. The left side completion to Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. At the line and set to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
On play action. action. It's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. The ball comes out.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
That's the type of run that Jonathan Taylor gives you so often, and you just can't take it for granted. He finds a way to get those extra yards. The third running back taken in the 2020 draft, but he had the best numbers by far of any of them. 1,169 yards, third most in the NFL, and by the last quarter of the season,
they've got his man complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A huge play that time for the Colts. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw, Kaepernick. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move. At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early game. And he loses the football a second time. And the Colts pick it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence buying time to his left.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take it.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet, and the Colts pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So we hit halftime here in Indianapolis with the Colts on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Second and 5. Another tote for Etienne.
And some room to work. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne. And every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Lawrence will throw.
They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Throwing now is Kaepernick. He shakes him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Etienne once more.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence able to complete this to Chenault. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. The passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. On play action, it's Kaepernick.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And down he'll go at the 25.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Kaepernick going to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out right at the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. At that time, they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And we've got an injury, and that's to the wide receiver, T.Y. Hilton, who is yet to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw, it's Kaepernick. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
K'Lavon Chaisson
with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now, because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The point after try for Gostkowski. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running left, Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Kaepernick to throw. On the move to his left. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Mike, 56, Mike, 56.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Gostkowski with the extra point, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
On the return is Hines. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Kaepernick.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Kaepernick.
Pass complete to Taylor.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Now Kaepernick, gotta have this one. Dancing to his left. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. From their own territory, an incredible play on 4th down. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Paris Campbell, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. That's caught. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They